Yes. Those that are legally able to babysit, 16 to 18 years old. Yeah. Those that are adults that can care for children without having to be certificated. Yeah. I'm going to need 5,000 au pairs. Yes. Nannies to care for all the children that I want to have. Now, false reporting. Yes. City of Seattle. Yeah, let's go ahead. Knowingly makes a false or misleading material statement to a public servant. Material statement means a written or oral statement reasonably likely to be relied upon by a public servant. Yes. In the discharge of his or her official powers or duties. Yes. Now, if my wife lied about where we were married at, yes, she false reported that to a judge. Yes, yes. Makes a verbal statement relating to a crime, catastrophe, or emergency to a Seattle police officer. Oh, or a Seattle Police Department 911 emergency officer, knowing that such statement contains a misstatement or material fact of a material fact. When you issue the traffic citation, yes, I wasn't in Squim, Seattle Police Department. Now, I've been making written statements to the Seattle Police Department, even though I don't live in that city. Yes. And they had an obligation to enforce the law. Now, yesterday, I talked to you about the absolute right. hmm When you have knowledge of a crime, regardless of whether or not it happened in your city, you have the knowledge of a crime and the requirement to enforce the law. It's an absolute right of American citizens. When informing law enforcement of a crime, they have the obligation to enforce the law. Now, this idea of you, Clown County, yes, completely disagreeing with the whole idea of knowledge. Yes, I emailed the whole nation so as to make sure that they do know, yes, that you would not be able to conceal, misprison, felony, or treason. Oh, and since they do know of the concealment, the misprison of felony, yeah, known as kidnapping, yes, let's go ahead. They are legally liable. Pooh. Now, gives false written or oral identification to a Seattle police officer. Oh, when such officer is investigating a crime or possible crime, executing a search or arrest warrant, issuing a citation or notice of infraction. Yeah. Issuing a parks exclusion notice under section 18.12.278 or making an arrest knowing that such identification is false. Now, when you put on those failure to appears, yes, the false identification of myself, yes, it actually violates the Seattle Municipal Code. Pooh. So when you said that I was in Squim when I wasn't, it violates 128.16.040. Yes. When you put the wrong information on the warrants for my arrest, it violates this. Pooh. Now, it is quite possible, Seattle Police Department right now, that every fucking